Blog Talk Radio.
You are now listening to the most talked about blog talk radio station in the universe. Walking His Ways, Impact Voice Radio. Be prepared to have your mind stimulated, your spirit elevated in ways you couldn't even imagine. Introducing your host and the mastermind behind this unforgettable experience, Furman Jackson Jr. You will not be disappointed. Let's go!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Walking His Ways, Impact Voice. I'm your host, Furman Jackson Jr., broadcasting again live from my hometown, my city, Mobile, Alabama. This is a special Thursday episode that I'm doing tonight. I did one earlier today, just kind of like this is a redo over. But most importantly, we're back here live on the airways. Great exciting things coming up. I have a new co-host that will be joining me soon here on Walking His Ways Impact Voice. Her name is LaToya. She's a co-worker. Well, used to be a co-worker of mine. She's gonna be joining me on Impact Voice. We'll have that female perspective and the male perspective here on the broadcast. So you might well say best of both worlds. But she's gonna make her debut February the 29th at 9 p.m. On Impact Voice. We're going to be talking about relationships. We're going to get into some knowledge of relationships, things to better our relationships when it comes to that mate. You know, everybody wants to have someone in their life, but we want to make sure that we're dwelling with them according to knowledge when it comes to relationships. We don't want to just jump into relationships because I'm lonely, I'm desperate, I'm feel some type of way sexually wise, but just like pump the brakes, slow it down, and get to know a person when it comes to relationships, because communication is very important. This comes from life experience and years of experiences of having a good relationship, knowing what's in a person's head, what's in a person's heart when it comes to these relationships. So you always want to be careful the type of relationship we get into. It's not based on a physical standpoint. I'm not saying lower your standards, but you want to get to the point where you can just get to know a person, communicate. Just because a person looks good on the outside, they could be nasty and filthy on the inside. So you got to be mindful when it comes to relationships. And if you're out on this late Thursday evening, it is cool outside here in the city of Mobile, so just according to the weather. The show has been going strong. A lot of guests, a lot of feedback. I appreciate everybody for being a part of Impact Voice and things like that here in the city of Mobile. And like I said, we got a lot of gifted men here, men and women here in the city of Mobile who are doing a lot of great things in the community to better our community, to better our city, and those that we come in contact with. I'm just waiting on my guest, Chassity, to tune in when I'll be interviewing tonight, get to know her. She's very well known in the city of Mobile. She's a tattoo artist here in the city of Mobile, but she does a lot of community things as well. And I'm waiting on her to join us here on Impact Voice. We probably did one earlier today, but because of time and scheduling, we had to postpone and redo it again. So just waiting on her. But like I said, we got a lot of great things going on here on Walking His Way, Impact Voice. My thing is to everybody that may be listening, always stay consistent in what you do. Be consistent. Stay consistent no matter what you're doing. You will see the benefits. You will see the fruits of your labor if you just stay consistent and stay focused. Don't get moved by who don't support you. Don't get moved by who's not giving it to you. It's not all about that. You're doing something that you love to do. You're doing something you're passionate about. And eventually, in due time and due season, you will get that right connection. You never know who's watching you, but do it because it's something that you love to do. And that's what it's all about. Do something that you love to do. Do something you're passionate about. It's not all about the big paycheck. It's not about getting that six-figure salary, whatever you know you imagine, but you're doing something to benefit someone else. You know, the Bible speaks that our gift make room for us, and our gifts do make room for us. It brings us before great men. So the gift that the Most High Yah has given you, you utilize that gift, and you bring that gift to perfection. Don't sit on your gift. Don't settle for less. Don't give up. Don't cave in. A lot of stuff is happening to a lot of people. But like I said, just don't give in. And like I said, we're just excited. I'm excited. Like I said, also, you can check out the broadcast on Walking This Way. We got our own website up. Big shout out to True Seeker for doing me a website. I also have a store on the website as well. We have a lot of T-shirts that's on sale. Go to the website, purchase a T-shirt, support the brand of Walking This Way's Impact Voice. A lot of good T-shirts. I got a lot of people who got the T-shirts supporting the team, supporting the brand. I appreciate them for that. So you want to check out, go to www.walkinhisways.impactvoice, .com. Check out the website. You can also be able to view the broadcast also on the website. So I'm in due time be adding more stuff to the website, updates of different guests that we're gonna have on the show as well. So I'm excited about that. But most importantly, just put in the work that you want to do and strive to be the best that you can be. And that's all I have to say on that. But like I said, we just gonna continue on pressing forward into the things that we're doing. I can't believe this year is almost we're about to get ready to go into the third month of 2020, of course, and we know that this year is flying by. So don't settle for less. Don't do what you did last year. Always get better. That's my number one goal, is to get better as a man, working myself spiritually, physically, mentally. You know, I love reading books. I started reading books to help me out. The books that I'm reading besides the Bible, of course, I'm reading The Laws of Human Nature, book that I recently purchased. I finally got the Kobe Bryant book, The Moment Mentality. I finally got that added to my library. And also I got the other book that I haven't read yet, but I'm going to crack into, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. I'm looking to reading in that too, because we create our world about our thoughts. We create our world about what we think on a regular basis. You know, whatever we focus on, that's what we end up doing. That's why the Bible tells us to meditate day and night. We meditate on the word. The more we meditate on God's word, the more we act on God's word. We have to get that stuff in our mind, because mental imprisonment is the worst thing for anybody to go through. And like I said, I work in the jail. I'm a correction officer. And you hear guys say, well, you got a maid, you're on the outside. But I tell them, just because I may be on the outside, there's a lot of people that's on the outside that's they're incarcerated in their mind. So just because somebody may be on the outside, walking the streets, eating whatever they want to do, you never know what's going on in their mind, because we all would be in prison. We all be victim of the things that we went through in our lives, and being mentally in prison is the worst feeling that we ever have in our lives. So like I said, we just want to be mindful of that. And like I said, I always want to get better within yourself. No matter what it is, no matter what the cause of it is, we always want to get better. No, I said always want to better yourself. Set goals for yourself. You know, the Bible speaks about a vision. You know, without a vision, people perish, which is true. People perish because they don't have no vision. They don't have no direction where they want to go in life. You know, you hear people say, well, they never had this, I never had that, because they never had no real vision in their lives. And now we gonna pass on that defeated mentality on the next one. So we gotta be careful how we do things. Really, we gotta be careful how we do things. So that's what we're gonna be focusing on. So we want to be able to get better every day. Um, ladies and gentlemen, we want to get better every day. So when you do that, like I said, strive to get better. Always try to get better. And like I said, reach your goals, set your goals. Small goals, big goals, whatever you want to do, set those goals, and that's what you'll do. And be the best that you can be the best that you want to be the best that you desire to be, but at the same time, keep yourself humble when you're doing it, of course. Like I said, man, I thank everybody once again who may be tuning in on this late evening here on Walking His Way in Fat Voice. Just waiting on my guests to arrive here on the broadcast. They be calling in shortly. We're gonna chop it up tonight for a little while. Get to know this person, get to know the person that's gonna be coming on. Awesome young lady. I mean, good age, awesome young lady. I want to say, awesome woman, of course. Like I said, I love having people come on the show to talk about what they're doing, things to impact the culture, the things to shape our culture and change our generation. If we got a job to do, ladies and gentlemen, we have a job to do. We have to get these homes back together. The men have to get themselves back together. The women have to get themselves back together so we can raise our children in a way that God intended for us to raise them in. But we have to get better in our decision making. Men, we have to get better in our decision making when it comes to making decisions. Not just basing our decisions on what's between our legs, but in our head. I love what Solomon asked for wisdom. Solomon asked for wisdom, and when he asked for wisdom, God gave him everything else he didn't have to ask for. And that should be our prayer. Our prayer should be, give us wisdom. Give me wisdom. My prayer one time, I want to have a disciplined lifestyle, to be more disciplined in my decision making, be more disciplined in my work ethic, that I don't allow my emotions to get the best of me. And that's what we should do. So like I said, just I always want to get better. Just want to get better in all that we do. And like I said, still waiting on my guest to come on shortly. Just got a message from them, so they should be calling in shortly. So like I said, I do thank everybody for hanging out with me on this Thursday night. Like I said, I hope everybody had a good day, of course. If you didn't, you're still here, you still make it. But some people didn't make it on today. But most importantly, that's what you do. So, like I said, just still waiting on that scenario. But like I said, we got another show tomorrow evening here on Impact Voice. Have a local artist here in the city of Mobile. He goes by, his name is David Marshall. He goes by the name of King David. He will be on Impact Voice. He has a new album coming out soon. I think he's releasing a single on Sunday. So I think those who respond, he would email them the single. They'll check it out. Also get to know this man, David Marshall, about where he came from, where he going to today. So we got a lot of good guests coming in here on the broadcast soon. Like I said, but we still gonna have a good time, of course. We still gonna rock the show. We still gonna do what we have to do. We still gonna master the games of life. The game of life. Having the whole thing covered. You know what I'm saying? So we want to do that on that scenario, and on that case, for real. Just hold on for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, just still waiting. Okay, then. We're about to get to put my guest in here on Impact Voice. And I want to say, welcome to Walking This Way's Impact Voice.
Hey, Furman.
Hey, Chassity, how you doing? I know I'm glad that we got a chance to get the show done. I know you was a bit, mixed schedule and stuff like that, but I appreciate
My
you taking
schedule's
time out your busy
awful.
schedule. Oh, that's all good. I mean,
Thanks.
you're a busy woman.
You're welcome. Hey, I've been trying to get to you all day. I mean, I'm always like chasing my tail. I thought I semi-retired, but since that, like, I've got to deal with everything on the outside world. And so, anyway, yeah, I'm busier than I've ever been. It just really stinks. I thought I was going to take it easy, but it hasn't been that way. I can't even catch my breath. So, anyway, how are you, Furman?
I've been doing good. Like I said, just back on the airways, doing Walking His Ways, Impact Voice, interviewing a lot of people. I mean, I've been having fun, just being so busy. Just pushing this brand and staying consistent with it. So that's what it's been all about.
I've got you on my live page, and so anyway, your radio show. Well, it's a blog. It's a blog television, a blog radio show. I got dogs around here. I've got everything going on. Anyway, it's a blog radio show, and the name of the radio show is Walking This Way. Is that right?
Yeah, Walking This Way is Impact Voice.
All right, and what is, like, if they're going to listen to it on the internet, what is the address that they put in? How do they get to all your content and your streaming?
Okay, all they have to do is go to www.walkingthiswayimpactvoice.com. Just one word. They type that in, or they can just go to the Blog Talk page, like www.blogtalkradio.com/walkingthiswayimpactvoice. And they go check the shows out as well also. So we've been really doing the show on a regular basis now. Trying to, like I said, get a lot, because we got a lot of gifted men and women here in the city of Mobile. So really just showcasing them, and they can talk about what they got going on, introduce themselves to a new audience of people. So it's really having fun with the broadcast.
Well, I got to admit, I don't really listen to butt radio or podcasting, but I'm about to start podcasting. So I've been doing a lot of research on it, and it seems like everybody is sitting at home behind their computer screens. But I'm bringing a podcast in from Midtown, so I'm going to use your show to cross promote mine as well. But anyway, your show, Walking This Way, is you're showcasing people in Mobile. Like, you've been doing the show. I think you've been doing the show about 2 years, haven't you?
Yeah, recently I was doing Fight Club radio.
That's the show that I like. I did catch Fight Club, all right?
Yeah.
Fight Club was like a show of Christians, everyday people like you and I and everybody else, but they had some sort of testimony, right?
Right. And that was like a couple years. That was like, a couple years back. And as I started getting old at 37, it's like, why I keep calling the show Fight Club? Because I'm 37 years old, and it's like, you know what? End up changing the name to it. But it still had the same flavor to the show, but just really just.
I like the name Fight Club. I like the name Fight Club. I'm not at
I appreciate it.
Man. Not much is changing. Not much has changed around this trailer. I personally like Fight Club. I had a gym called the Fight Club. I had the movie The Fight Club. It's a good name. You can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, I know, and I appreciate you. Like I said, it's just what it is. You know what it is. So I've been having fun with it, and like I said, just reaching out to a lot of people, which still be reaching out to a lot of people today. And I have an interview coming up with a lady out of Houston, Texas. She's a personal trainer, and I reached out to her. So it's just making that connect, worldwide from Mobile. So I'm just excited about it, having fun with it, and I always want to perfect my craft. So that's important.
So blogspot.com/Walking This Way. Formerly the Fight Club, which I did listen to Fight Club. Okay, so what you got me on the phone? Sent me a bunch of questions.
Oh, yeah, I know you're very known in the city and around, and I just want to interview you and let the people know who you are and what you're doing and things like that.
Sure?
Like I said, I'm reaching out to I'm positive. And like I said, yeah, but I do appreciate you taking time out to do it.
That's right. You can ask the questions. What I say will protect the innocent and the guilty.
Well, this is late
Anything
night.
I
It's
say, you're not
11:21.
going to get to me.
Well, it's late night. It's 11:21 at night, and I believe in being open and things like that, and not like how sometimes people sugarcoat stuff. Just like
Yeah,
just
they
be
do.
honest,
They
open,
sugarcoat
blunt.
it. Sometimes you have to, though.
Yeah,
That's the way that the world wants it. They want it served soft, no doubt. You know, you can be real with it, and you'll just run as a fad. They like the dumb shit. They like the Kardashian world, but that's kind of raunchy. I don't think I can hang with those Kardashians. Hey, I thought I was bad. Shit, I got nothing on them girls. Them girls are really bad.
I know they the worst of the worst, but it is what it is. But like I said, I do thank you for taking time. I know you're busy, and like I said, to come on the show. Just chop it up with me, kick it with me for a little while, ask some questions.
Okay.
Like I said, it's a free for all, of course. And like I said, just don't hold anything back, So I'm asking my first question. My first question is, who is Chassity? That's my first question.
Who is she? I don't even know. I mean, I'm like a girl that had a big dream that I never even accepted it was a dream. It was just my reality, and I spoke everything in my life. I spoke everything into reality. Everything I spoke of, it was. I live in a real different realm. If I say I'm going to write a book, I go write a book, and that's what I did. I just wrote a children's book. I say if I'm going to go do a triathlon, well, guess what? I'm going to go do a triathlon. If I say I'm going to take a pro fight, guess what? I'm going to take a pro fight. If I say, I'm going to go travel for a couple of years, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm many people, and it depends on what mood I'm in. I mean, Chassity, who lived in the tattoo shop physically lived in the shop for 3 years of my life, physically, and answered the door 24/7, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I did that all through my daughter's childhood, and it really sucked. But I had to pay for stuff and get myself settled because I had a kid, and so I worked a ton. I worked after Hurricane Katrina. I worked in the shop probably 18 hours a day for about 3 years. They put everybody at the end of the street in a cruise ship with a check, and they all got tattooed and they all drank. So Dolphin Street was jamming. So 3 years after Hurricane Katrina, I was rich and I was sick. I was constantly sick with the flu from those people. And, I tattooed probably 20,000 people probably in that 3 year period. I see those people. When I go to Louisiana, everybody I see a tattooed. It's just like here. And then, I took out time out of my life and became a pro athlete. And anything I train at, like I'm going to pretty much master it because that's just the way I am. It's just something that, if I'm going to do something, it's just something that I get into. Like right now, I've really been into building my exotic farm. I got a bunch of pets. I have a lot of exotic pets. And when I'm physically training, I'm not just training, like I'm winning. Like I'll train for 4 months, and then bam, I'll win for a year. So, if I train, I'm winning. But right now, I'm not in the gym like I want to be. But that's the side of me that's a pro athlete. Like if I take on that career for a little while, then that's what I'll do. My talk show, I ran my talk show on television for 12 years, and I just walked off of it, and I don't regret it at all. Oh, my God. I used to film twice a week. I was on 3 networks. I'd go down it's like being under the scrutiny. Everybody watch you on television saying everything about you. A little local paper rag writing about some dumb shit. There you are in the front. You see a caption, tattoo lady, blah, blah, blah. Tattoo lady misspelled the name on the Florida football player. Yeah, I did it. Guess he needs a dictionary for Christmas. Just shit like that. Just kind of getting nosy. If I want to print my mugshot, I got arrested for some dumb shit. They call me up asking about the mugshot. You know what? If you print that fucking mugshot of me and my family suffers anything from that, I'm not going to hire lawyers. I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to be down at your place stalking your ass. I don't need a lawyer to fucking print that mugshot. Yeah. They know I'm fucking crazy. They're going to be lucky if I call a lawyer. I need to call a lawyer and handle it civilly. If I show up and don't care, somebody's going to jail. But anyway, no, so just what I'm saying, stupid stuff. You really, you're getting, you're on television, you're on 3 networks, and you're in this region that it doesn't really pay so much. I did okay, though. But I did the best thing about it that I know, but that's always the way it is. But, man, the trade-off is something serious. And guess what? You're going to get older one day, and your kids are going to, like, be out there in the real world hearing about their mother. And so you're going to, like, lay back real cool for a little bit. Leave me alone. Let me be a mom. Let me have my family life for a few years. I'm coming back with a vengeance. I'm coming back like Cher. I'm going to have a bunch of cosmetic surgery and be real fit and be looking like I stepped out of probably stepped out of a Corvette. I'm going to pull it off. It's like Madonna. I'm 6 years old looking just fine, okay? It's not changing. I'm not going nowhere. But right now, I got a couple of years I want to give my kid. I hope
I understand that.
To Europe, yeah. I want to get her to Europe. Which I mean, I got a fan base over there for some other stuff. I've worked a lot of web stuff for years. I walked off of television 6 years ago, and I went online doing all kind of other crazy things. And I do a lot of stuff online. I have a couple podcasts that are in another country, believe it or not. I traveled Eastern Europe so long, and I developed a lot of friendships, relationships. But yeah, I mean, the truth is that I just took a different avenue. I mean, I've done every gamut of it. I know every way to roll the ball. You know, I know how to go back into a shop that's jamming with 50 people waiting out the door every day. I know how to work appointments. I know how to work other gigs because, you know what, I'm kind of bigger than tattooing. I'm bigger than tattooing and piercing. I pioneered both those industries, but I'm bigger than that. I can kind of do anything I want. I like sales. I like selling big products. I like selling all kinds of high-powered equipment and machinery. I like selling stuff like that, selling technology. I like to sell that kind of stuff. And I mean, tattooing and piercing is my foundation. It ain't no lie. I was doing it today. It's never going away. Never going away. No, you can't kill that beast. You know, when the Civil War breaks out, nobody has anything, I'll be sitting with my tattoo machine and a bottle of black ink, and I'll be okay. I'll be just fine.
Yeah, and that's what's I know you mentioned something about speaking things into existence. So you believe in the laws of attraction, which I do believe in that myself because the Bible says, what's a man thinking, so is he. So.
The law of attraction is really about God. I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
They've got like books marketed. It says the law of attraction. Well, you know, to walk in this energy of this. Well, guess what? If you walk with God, it's going to happen.
Right.
If you walk with
That's
God,
true.
it's going to happen. Your life's going to fall
That's
away
true.
by dominoes. You know, I'm late and rolling all the time. Everything I do, it just falls into place eventually, and it hits when it's supposed to. And so I'm not worried about anything. Everything falls into place. Anything I think about getting, you know, I just pray about it. Just like I said, I've learned to live a different life. I'm not. I don't know if I'd ever get into that rat race again of like, you know, 8-hour day grind, and I don't know about all that. Just high volume of people, and I'm not into that anymore. It's nasty. The older I got, the less I could have somebody in my, you know, tattooing in my face 24/7. Now I just walked off from all of it. I still do it. I do like maybe if it's a tattoo that I want to do, if I like the design, if I draw the design, then I'll do it. Some designs I'm just not going to do. Sorry. If I feel like working that day, I mean, you know, I want to really plan to set for 2 hours. I didn't do that as a kid. Didn't have to. But anyway, I'm painting a lot. I did a lot of portraits last year and beginning of the year, and I'm doing some other kind of artwork. I've done a book. I've done a children's book. I met with animators, and now we're going into animation, going to cartooning. Which, I mean, I've sports people that are in the business, so I've got a really great shot at making this happen. To be honest with you, it can happen if I'll just finish the product and finish drawing the book. So I do like one book. And, of course, the book's about my dog. It'll be published in about 2 weeks, and I'll put it on my page and all that. But I just got out of copyright with it, and I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah. It's he's the star of my book, and it's a children's book. And anyway, the cartoon character will probably go into animation and hopefully get in the cartoon screen. You know, something like SpongeBob, but it started off really wholesome for like 5-6 year old children. But you know, anyway, I see him on the screen. I'm talking to you. I've got you going on my live feed, and I'm looking at my dog on the screen. And he is pretty, man. I mean, I know he's pretty in pictures. I know he's pretty in pictures, but he's, you know, some dog. He's cool, man. He's really cool. Looking at a picture of Brad Pitt. I said he's the Brad Pitt of Chihuahuas. But anyway, so yeah, I know. That's the deal. You asked me the question, how many tattoos did I do a day? I'm going to tell you what, man. I'm going to do as many as I feel like doing. And if I don't feel like doing it, then I'm not going to do it. So, and that is better for everybody. So if I'm really into doing design, you know, I'll do small stuff like doing girly stuff. I love doing names, dates. That's what I'm famous for. I can always go to work anywhere and sit and pile up names all day and make a living for myself. But so anyway, how many tattoos I do a day? I used to do them 24/7 around the clock. And now, well, that was years ago. I walked out about 6 years ago, went into semi-retirement, and now I find myself working a little bit more. I'm just kind of fine-tuning it, getting it down to where it's the tattoos that I like to do. Piercing, I innovated the industry. I'm just always gonna attach things here. It's just gonna be more of my selection now. That's all. But you know, send me your designs. I'll look at them, and you know, some days I'm really in the mood to work, and some days I'm just gonna sleep in. I kind of earned that right, honestly. I tattooed 24/7 for 20 years. I think I can do that. I mean, I was tattooing in my apartment when I was 17. So I've been tattooing a long friggin' time.
Well, that's a long time. And then, like I said, I know you say it's semi-retirement. So I know you say you've been semi-retirement. So the part of being semi-retirement, how you been enjoying it just so far when you say semi-retirement?
I failed at semi-retirement. I got into doing this book. I traveled for years and I got into sales on the side. I mean, I didn't quit working. I just changed my career. And I did something that was a lot easier on my mind. And I got to dress up, put on makeup, get my nails done, and go do. And that is the complete opposite from the tattoo shop. Like, I can't have fingernails. No sense in dressing nice because I'm going to get ink on my clothes. And I can't dress up and go to work. I just kind of got to put on my duds, go in the shop, get ink on me, deal with people are hard to deal with sometimes. So, yeah, I just went into a different career field. I went into a job that I could dress up, look really nice, and, yeah, calm, nobody screaming, no blood, no bleeding. And then I went into doing my books. The books are going to do great. They've arrived. I've just got to finish the process, that's all, and deal with those personalities and attitudes. One of my favorite sayings is success sometimes will take you where character can't sustain you. So when I get to where I can't sustain that life, then I'll exit the building real quick. Because every time you deal in a business situation, you deal with other people that are successful as well. And with that success comes egos, attitudes. Man, real successful people, they're just like me. They're brutal, though. I mean, they're brutal. I find them real rough on the edges. I mean, yeah, seriously, it's just hard for big personalities to set up the table together. So it's not working on the project. It's going to be tricky. It's got what it takes. It's a cute cartoon. It's a great cartoon. I wrote the book myself. It's wonderful, but I have to deal with powers at work, you know, people with stronger personalities than mine, people that are more successful than me, to take that project to the next level of getting on the animation screen. I'll have the book for sale pretty soon. It'll be sold through Amazon. And I have an agent for the book as well. But, you know, to put it on the big screen to animation, that would probably be my last gig. And then I would never, ever have to wheel and deal again. I wouldn't want to. I really just want to travel. I just want to travel, and I have an exotic zoo. I've got like a chameleon, a lizard, a sugar otter. I've got a bearded dragon. I have pit bulls. I have chihuahuas. I have a fancy rat. I have 2 aquariums. I have a lot of animals, and I like it. I take care of all of them, and I'm working on a business proposal now that would make it like an alternative clinic. People with brain injuries would come, and something that can go through government subsidy. Yeah, it can become a program for the rehabilitation of people with like brain injuries and stuff. And that would be a way to, that'd be a way to use the animals for the better of mankind, you know, for the world. I mean, you can be kind to the animals. Okay, all the animals need to be petted and be talked sweet to. There's no doubt about it. But how can that make the world better for people? You know? We love our pets, but our pets make our lives better. You know, they relax us and give us something to love. Something loves us. Man, you can be having the shittiest day. You come home and your pets are happy that you're home.
True.
It's not. It's man. These little jokers. I got 2 of them now. Which one's my daughter's. He's real upset about it. But you leave them in the car for like an hour or two, and you come and you open the car, and they're both so happy to see you. And when they ain't got no rough life, they cool in the car. They got food. They got water. They're fine. But they haven't seen you in a couple of hours. Now the best part is this. When he wakes up in the morning, he acts like he hasn't seen me in a month. When he wakes up and sees me, he's all happy and smiling and playing. I'm going to tell you something. When you deal with an animal like that, the body and the brain produces oxytocin, that chemical that makes you feel good,
Mm-hmm.
So, animals are important. Animals are important to the world. It's important to treat them good, but it's important for us. It's important for us. And you know something? Being in the tattoo business, you're chopping on people, you're sticking needles in them, you're cutting them, you're hurting them. There's nothing pleasant about that experience. But I always talk to people and try to get them into feeling better, and then their dopamine kicks in and it starts with the hurt attack. But, to have something nice, no screaming, no yelling, no needles, no buzzing with a tattoo machine. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
And animals, it's like, it's a really warm, it's just a different lifestyle. I'm not saying that, any of that. So it's just a different way to live your life. I think that we all get put in a box, and you get the label, and this is you, and this is what you do, and this is your life. The truth is that life is full of fun, new things, man. You just got to have the nerve to try them, and you got to have to stabilize yourself in other areas where you can venture out and do other things. I don't make the money I used to. I'm broke as shit. I'm broke. I'm broke as I've ever been. If you had ever told me I'd be this age and be broke, shit, I was 23 years old making $1 million a year. This age, I'm broke. It's okay. I'm able to sustain the things in my life that are important. My family, my home life, and I'm still working out there. I'm just being real picky about it. Like I said, it doesn't pay as much, but quality of life's a little bit better. But I have some things in harvest, the books. My podcast station, which will be I'm also going into a lot of social media networks. Coming in about a month and a half, I'll be broadcasting out of Midtown, which that's my first skill set was communications anyway. I was first gig I ever had was a radio show on WTOH at Spring Hill College, 40 watts. Our signal used to go all in the Spring Hill area. People list the kids on the college campus were on it. And like I said, I had a radio show on Friday nights on it. But that was my first skill set was communication. So, eventually, I'd like to do more in media. I did my television show for 12 years, but I want to do more in media. I'm going to go on internet television, podcasting, all that. Maybe, I don't know if I'd ever go back on television again. I don't even know what that, I didn't watch TV and I never did. My TV is constantly unplugged. So I don't even know what, if people even watching TV now. I'd have to take a poll. I'd have to ask everybody daily, what channel do y'all watch? What shows do y'all watch? I don't know anything about TV. A little bit I've seen is like, So.
Yeah, I think if you talk to people nowadays, the only thing they watch is Netflix and Hulu.
See, I'm totally ignorant about it. I never was a computer genius person. I was in media. I was on television. I tattooed. Everything plugged in. We could sit. I didn't want to do with it. It took me forever to get an email address. And I had a MySpace. And then when Facebook came on, I was like, oh, I hated it. I like Facebook, okay. I'm not a big Instagram. I'm not a big Twisha Young. But I got to start doing it. But I'm opening a new store, and it's called The Zebra. It's next door. I'm leaving LA Dark. And that is
okay.
I take holistic medicine online. So I'll be a doctor in like another 6 weeks. So I'm going to have my clinic in there, like on the bottom floor. It's going to be either bottom or top. I don't know what I'm going to do. My tattooing and my piercing. I think on the top floor, so the noise doesn't come down the bottom floor. On the bottom floor, I'm going to do my holistic clinic, which I'm right now shopping for a hyperbaric chamber. That'll heal like burn patients, babies, and heal people, athletes, things like that. I have a hyperbaric chamber in there, and then I do a detox service, Detox Solutions. I've done that for years, where I'll detox hair and urine for like chemical testing, but I do the actual detox. Like I can clean someone's system, and I can prepare them for tests, and I can also give them detox that will help them with withdrawal. If somebody's detoxing their body from alcohol or something like that, I make a drink that cuts nausea and a lot of the DTs and stuff like that, stuff they have to go to the hospital for. I make something that helps them get. Yeah, I do holistic. I do chakra work and all that too. I kind of keep that on the down low, but I am bringing it to my studio level because I've gotten so many clients I can't bring them to my home. And I'm not going to say clients, I'll say friends, because I really don't work on anybody I don't like. So, yeah, I don't, man. I can't lie. I'm picky in my old age. If I don't like somebody, I'm just not going to do it right. I'm not going to be good. I'm not going to give it my all. I'm going to be just a straight. No, I don't need to do it. And that's the problem. We get into compromising ourselves sometimes for money and doing dark. Well, I don't know. I could say, I'm not going to do a tattoo of nothing dark. No mountain money in the world. No, I did in my 20s. I never did like 666s and panic. I think I did I might have tattooed some pentagrams. I don't know why I would have, but I probably did in my 20s and real stupid. But, not every job's for everybody.
Right.
I do personal things too.
Well, it's like you're a busy woman.
I'm nuts. I'm always doing some dumb shit. I can find a way to make a living on between the cracks. And tattooing and piercing's my stalemate. It's my base. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, the truth is that I just got a little bit older and crazy, and I just got a chance to step. I guess I got locked in a tattoo shop for 20 years, and I just busted out, and I'm just enjoying every aspect of the world that I can, basically.
And that's what's up. And I respect it a lot. Because like I said, you're doing a lot, and you got a lot of great things in the work. And like I said, just keep on going. And you look good for your age. I ain't saying you super old, but you look great for your age, and you keep going, moving forward.
I've been lying about my age so long, I don't know how old I am. It's not even important.
Well, it's not
even important.
It's not, because you have the younger women who they're not. I guess don't want to get to settle for less, but don't think long term. You got the younger generation; they just settle for less. Like I just get by.
They don't have any standards. I know exactly. Yeah, they just doing what they got to do. Is that Queen Lazy, man? That computer screwed them up.
Yeah, that's true.
Lazy. You know why? Because of the EMS wave, because of the drugs and the food. They're not like us. The younger generation. Right. The younger generation is plagued. They are held back. They're harbored. They're poisoned. Their brains are fried. They can't help it. We can't even be mad at them about it. The world's whole push forward in communications and intelligence and satellites and microwaves and cooking things faster and putting fucking certain rocket fuels in certain cars to make things go faster, to become more energy efficient, clean out rivers, dumping it here, dumping it there. It's poison and everything. Fluoride in the water. We did that. It paralyzed. It calcifies the pineal gland. These kids have such a high concentration of fluoride in the water that they are getting their pineal glands calcified. So the younger generation is a victim of climate manipulation, poisons, toxins in the water, growth hormones in the food. Parts of their body are developing different than ours ever did. The hypothalamus, certain glands in the body, hormones. These kids are not anything like we are. Our bodies are our brains. We didn't grow up with our brains being fried by satellites and intense EMS waves. These kids are sleeping about their cell phones since they're like 12 years old, and it's giving them brain tumors. The Apple 10's got more radiation than any other phone. Google it and see. And society accepts it. Yay, Apple's got a new phone. Apple's got a new phone. I got one right now. The truth is it's the most radiation is right by your head. Hello, it's just basic, isn't it? Don't put radiation by your head. The new generation has had it by their head their whole lives. I just had it by my head the last couple of years because I fell into the whole smartphone selfie fucking frenzy. And it's probably going to kill me. Yeah, so these kids don't have those pre-developmental years their hormones and their certain glands and their hypothalamus, all that's been pushed by growth hormones in the food, which has forced all that to mature before its time, mature before the brain, and the brain's been being hit with EMS waves. Of course, these kids all have conditions. And then our society puts on psychotropic drugs. Man, we weren't raised on drugs. Oh, my God. So, this world's over. They kill it. The millennials, man, this guys, they get their feelings hurt over nothing because they don't have any natural chemicals in their brain working because everything's screwed up. And that's it. So that's what all these older people that are looking at these kids going, what do they say about what are they doing? Yeah, they're fucking right for a reason. So, yeah, that's why. You got to blame it on the climate, the food, and the drugs, and radiations, and anything that destroys brain cells and stuff like that. And that's our world. It's nothing but that now. That's all it is. So that's why these new kids don't have that worth ethic. Like I said, you really can't be mad at them because they're being dumbed down and retarded with all these chemicals and radiations when they're babies. They don't develop their brains, right? They're messed up.
Yeah, and I agree with you saying because it is.
On a lighter note, you know what? God's good. Everything's going to be the way it's supposed to be. All I can say is that each and every person take a hold of your individual life. Quit buying dumb shit. It's not about that. We're all broke because we're all buying dumb shit. We're all buying shit we don't need. We're taking out to the store. Walmart's got everything in front of our face. We're spending more money than we ever have. I used to be rich, but I used to not spend no money. Now I spend money everywhere. And I have it. I think you got to have it. It's the mark, the colors. They've studied the brain. They know how to make us buy things. Bam, here's my money.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm like to the point now. It's like if I don't need it, I'll just wait on it. But like you saying, they put everything in front of us on TV, social media.
Yeah.
They always say. If you ever notice on Facebook, whatever that you into, they put exactly in front of you what you like to sell it to you.
You know what? I'm a victim of? Wish.
Mm-hmm.
Wish has fucked me up, man. I'm getting all these Chinese trinkets, and I wonder if they got a virus. I'm in Wish withdrawal. I can't order off Wish because I think that Wish is going to bring a virus to my house. A Chinese thing,
Uh-huh.
The virus and the Chinese packaging because that was made by chemical warfare. China killed the doctor that blabbed about it. They killed him. The guy that
Wow.
Anyway, they're saying it came out of the fish market, but what's like a mile from the fish market where this thing is in China is where the government makes germ and chemical warfare. So it's a test. It's warfare that they're probably going to send, chemical warfare they're probably going to send over the United States because everybody knows Trump's going to fucking bulldoze their ass. So they'll have to do something just that sneaky. And I hope that our intelligence is on it. But if Trump finds out about it, we'll bomb him. That's what we need to do. Everybody's getting their panties in a wad because he's straightening out all of our enemies. He's basically telling them, fuck you. We bombed Iran like we should have done 15 years ago. Oh, please. That was past news. They've been fucking us over for years,
Yeah.
America's bowed down long enough now. It's a wrap. I'm very pro America. I totally support Trump, and a lot of people get mad at me for that. But you know what? I'm so ready that somebody has finally said America first. I mean, it's about time. We had to take those sanctions off. The deal with Iran, nobody approved of that deal. And what we did to them should have been, and none of those jokers are friends. They're all backstabbers. They're all taking our money. They've been extorting America for years. America is the good guy. That's what's the leader of democracy. We go repair everybody's country. We give everything to everybody. We go build hospitals everywhere. Yeah, but we always get screwed. And we just finally have a president that says, you know what, you're not following the orders. Boom, bombed the president. I got news for you. Everybody thinks that he's buddies with Putin. I got news for you. If Putin makes a stupid move, he'll bomb him. And you know what? It's about time because, you know what, all of our allies have grown. And I've traveled the world. And I don't like the attitude of the American people by any means. very get nation. All everybody wants to do is all they do is work to impress, and be powerful and rich. Well, actually, they want to get their power through their money, but government's great. You've got the right to burn the damn flag and nobody puts you in jail. America's a great country. You go burn a flag in France, and what they do to you? They put you in jail for a month off the flip. You don't get no phone calls, no bond. Go burn the flag in Germany. You get jailed a year. You can't burn the flag in this country. You can't speak out against the government without it. I mean, it happens here too. Believe me, it's secretly they take care of people that they kill people all the time that might cause a little bit of a rift in the water. America's got its own demons, but it's at least okay. It is.
Yeah, it do.
But anyway,
it do.
President, I think that our president is doing a good job. People probably will murder me in my inbox for this. I'm real happy with the way America's running. Employment's at an all-time low. You see signs in the windows everywhere, hiring. Everybody's hiring.
Yeah.
America's went to work. America's working, man. It's
That's
working.
True. That's true. That's true.
Working. And guess what? It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to see these immigrants get locked up. It breaks my heart. But they're coming in so fast, we can't sustain them. And we've got a lot of welfare going on in California. We do, where states are getting broke. And my grandfather was an immigrant. And my gosh, I got a bunch of foreign friends I just smuggle over here in a heartbeat. I mean, it's sad what's happening with immigration. Nobody likes it. Republicans ain't sitting back going, ha, 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 ha. No, everybody's sad. It's just we got to get an order, and we got to get to where we're not losing money on these people. We just got to get it straightened out. I mean, we're always going to let people come in our country. It's just they can't flood the gates and break our system. You know, that's all it is. They can't flood us and break our system. We're letting in so many a year. You know, we are. And so our government's only so powered. I mean, we are the greatest country on earth, but there's only so many people that are able to put these people in the system and have their identities known, you know? It's not good to work with people you don't have their real names and you can't find them when they don't went and kill somebody. You know, we've got to have these people registered properly. That's all it is. But I think the country's doing well. I think it is doing well. I think that we've kind of like let everybody know we're not paying you any more money. You know, you're not extorting us anymore. I think he's told China to hold the fuck up. We owe them a couple $1 billion, but I don't think he's studying giving them anything. He did go put Kim Jong-un in Korea. He put him in order. You know, Rocket Man. You ain't seen him fire no rockets lately, have you? You haven't seen him no, he's not firing any rockets. We clipped the deal with Iran. That deal sucked. Nobody liked it. That deal with Iran got more bad press. But we just delivered them a pallet of cash money. Oh, my God. Yeah, it was the wrong deal. And they're still making shit, so we went and we bombed them. Everybody got mad. Why are y'all mad? Anyway, no, I don't like to think of anybody getting killed, okay? I'm not about that. But I know what it's going to take to keep order in our own country. It's not, democracy is not free. People get killed. You know, it's just the way it is, it seems. Nobody likes it, but you got to what maintains the order. Laws of the land, Bible talks about laws of the land. Hey, they'll kill us in our heartbeat. They hate us. Yeah. Why?
I mean, look what goes on in our cities. The crime rate in our cities is higher. The murder rate is so ridiculous in our city. Every time you turn on the news, someone always getting killed in the city of Mobile.
You know what I don't understand? In the city of Mobile, I swear to you, this is the truth, man. This is the truth. I see brand new police vehicles everywhere. And I see 5 times as many police on the roads I've ever seen. So we've got this huge police presence, right? Why is our crime so high with all these new police?
That's true.
What do you think? Man, they're everywhere. I can't figure it out. I'm like, how do we have so many new cops? Every time I see, man, I'm always calling the cops. I've always got an issue. It's always new rookies. I'm like, these cops don't know me by name anymore. Very small.
Yeah, but it's a whole time.
People tried to keep me up in the aisle. I had my dog. This really happened. And I had my dog. He's a service dog. I've got his papers in his car. We were in the IHOP. I had a thing over him, and this girl starts screaming about my dog. Like it's a service dog, so I don't pull and kill you people. You know, this dog has saved a lot of lives. Well, anyway, she just kept getting belligerent and screaming at me, and I thought she was going to get up and hit me. I told the waitress, you better call the police. And the fucking waitress was a chicken shit. She wouldn't do it. So I got up and walked out, and I called the police, and I sure made a report. I'm going to sign a warrant tomorrow. I mean, going to try to kill me because I got a little service dog under my jacket. You can't even see him. I mean, a real psycho.
Wow.
I can't wait to get the videotape and put that bitch on the internet and let it go viral when you see that woman just going crazy on me. It's like, it's insane. She looks fucking like an idiot. So I'm getting the tape, and she's going to be famous. I was cussing somebody out because they got a service dog with them. Anyway, that's the latest with the dog. And everybody else told the story that she's like little Jerry. I'm like, I know, right? So anyway, that's kind of the deal with it. That's what's going on. That's where things have been. And Mobile, okay, what do you think about the 2021 elections in the mayoral race, Furman? What do you think about that?
I'm just be honest with you. I haven't been keeping up with it. I'm just being honest. I haven't keep up with. I ain't been keeping up with it.
I was thinking about applying for the job. I'm from Mobile. I've run a lot of businesses. I could find a really good team to run the city. I'm considering it.
Okay.
That's
something different.
Man, I'd like that. I'd like to hire a team. I'd manage the team that would run the city. I would do that. So I could take that as a 4-year position and even maybe an 8-year position if I really liked it.
Okay. That's something interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it would be neat to put together a team and just manage that team. And
sure.
I mean, I've watched city politics for a while, and I think I can handle it. But anyway,
that'd be fun.
All right, so I'm going to talk with you. This is www.blogspot.com.
No, Blog Talk.
What is it?
It's www.blogtalkradio.com/Walk in His Ways Impact Voice.
Walk in His ways, and the end of
ways.
In
Yeah, Walk in His Ways Impact Voice. That's it.
How do you spell Impact Voice?
No, in Impact Voice.
Impact Voice. Okay. Walk in His way, Walk in His way, Impact Voice. Okay, that's the address.
Right.
Blogspot.com, Walk in His way, Impact Voice. Okay, I'm going to
Walk in His way.
All
okay,
right.
yeah, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, thanks for meeting me on the call-in, okay? And
I appreciate
we'll touch base. All right, Furman, take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I thank everybody. Thank you, Chaz, for being part of the Airways here this evening. And like I said, everybody ready to sign on off. So everybody have a great night and a very peaceful night. See you next time. Peace.
You are now listening to the most talked about Blog Talk radio station in the universe. Walk in His ways, Impact Voice Radio. Be prepared to have your mind stimulated, your spirit elevated in ways you couldn't even imagine. Introducing your host and the mastermind behind this unforgettable experience, Furman Jackson Jr. You will not be disappointed. Let's go!